Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Alex Cobb here, right over the target. We are nearly there, guys. Okay, looking at these charts, looking at former bull runs, guys, we've got 2012, 2016, 2020, and now. And so when you look at the year preceding these years, 2019, if you think 2015 was near that bottom, the consolidation year, and 2011, 2012 was a little bit different because the crypto market was still relatively new. You can see these same patterns emerge. The downtrend consolidation period before we saw the uptrend and getting more dramatic as the cycles go on. So 2019, 2020 looking a little different, a little bit more active compared to 2016 and 2012. And now, guys, we saw the height in 2021. We already experienced that down year in 2022, have been now consolidating, retracing, reaccumulation phase in 2023. So, guys, what is to come next? Well, if we are to take a look at these trends and analyze them and, assume that history is going to repeat this in some type of fashion, some way, shape, or form, well, guys, we are about to see an explosion. And, I have no doubt. I mean, historically, Bitcoin has done its thing after every halving. There haven't been many halvings. I mean, Bitcoin's only been around since 2009. But if you take a look at this from Rect Capital, Bitcoin is about 180 days now away from the halving. At this point in the cycle, Bitcoin retraced 25% in 2015 and 2016 and about 38% in 2019. History suggests a retrace is possible. So if we were to just take a rough average and, if we say 30% retrace from the current prices, we could see Bitcoin drop to $20,000. Guys, I'm going to bring up a Bitcoin chart with the halving cycles plotted. And for a second, I had to remind myself which one this was. So this is just one of the Bitcoin customized charts that I have in my TradingView portfolio where I actually can see, guys, what happened after each halving date. And so we are coming to the fourth halving date, which is going to happen roughly around mid to late April 2024, as you guys can see. And so, just taking a look at the cycles, the Bitcoin cycles, we know the rest of the crypto market moves after these Bitcoin cycles. After 2012, we saw an uptick here. After 2016, we saw an uptick here. And after 2020, of course, we saw that uptick there. So guys, we're coming very, very close to that. 2024, again, I don't know what we're going to see in the meantime because this is happening this coming April. But after this point here, guys, the time is to move higher. And just, to point this out, we could, in fact, go lower. We could see a $20,000 Bitcoin. It is still anybody's guess. The accumulation phase continues. I've got my eye on the crypto market, including Bitcoin and all other altcoins, guys. And for $5 a month, you can follow my trades, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just opening up everything, keeping it completely transparent. Recently did a portfolio roundup, and I'm going to be finalizing that very, very soon. Letting you guys know the altcoins that I got into, the quantity, how much money I've been putting into each one of these coins. And yeah, they differ. Yeah, just depending on where I see these coins going, the potential there, the opportunity, the price point, all that fun stuff. So $5 a month, guys, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. The other thing I wanted to mention, CryptoCon here, bringing this up. I've been doing a lot of Bitcoin cycle top experiments lately, and I keep seeing around the same price, about $130. Here again, we're seeing $138,000, which actually seems quite conservative if you ask me. These trends start at the bottom from the first early top, the yellow dot, and then the trend is then drawn across the diagonal support that carries the most data points. Doing this has found that the price of the last two cycles tops exactly, and with our trend from the last cycle gives us a price of about $138,000. I'm prepared for lower prices, but the stars are aligning at 130 for Bitcoin this cycle, plus or minus 21 days from November 28th, 2025, according to my halving cycle theory, most likely December, according to the Bit timeline model. So he is timing it out November 2025 plus or minus 21 days. So that's actually a pretty tight timeline prediction here, but he's looking at $138,000. Now, I'm going to leave this in the description of the video for you guys if you want to look over it further in more detail. A lot is going on in the crypto space that is going to dictate where Bitcoin does eventually go. I mean, pending, any kind of another black swan event. We're already looking at here, let's say Bitcoin let's throw it on the daily real quickly. Just based on a simple Fibonacci, let's throw a simple fib on here. And I know Bitcoin hasn't necessarily performed as well as it has in the past. So even if we want to stay a little bit conservative here on Bitcoin price, a full fib 4.236, which we technically didn't get that high last time around, would bring us to a $243,000 Bitcoin. I mean, I'm taking a look at this, and even at the 3.618, we're looking at over $200,000. At the 2.618, where do we get Bitcoin here? $155,000. So he's actually predicting an even lower price for Bitcoin, $138,000. I guess we will have to see where the momentum goes. And of course, guys, all the other altcoins do follow Bitcoin, but we could also see an alt season. Some of these coins could pump beforehand. I mean, if I see a 100x pumper, I'm taking my profits off the table. I'm not even going to wait for the euphoria phase, because that to me is pretty good profit. So I've switched up my strategy and, looking to play the short and long games. If you guys are like me and felt like you did not cash out enough cryptocurrency last bull run, well, this is why I wanted to switch it up, and this is why I wanted to open up my portfolio to you guys to show you what I'm doing this time. Very, very different than last time. XRP here, guys. On the daily, we've got XRP, not really moving too much, still trading in this range here, 48.9, so about 49 cents. We're not seeing a lot of movement for XRP. Of course, the narrative still fairly negative. Now, check this out. Okay, Binance has been targeted and, has been in the crosshairs of governments all around the world. Binance.us has halted direct dollar withdrawals. Okay, so US dollar deposits and user wallets are no longer eligible for FDIC insurance protection according to an updated terms of use. Guys, this is in the United States too, so Binance US specifically. Users can no longer withdraw dollars directly from the platform after the exchange updated its terms of use on Monday. Boy, Binance is, okay, here's the thing. I love Binance. I wish I could still use Binance. Binance has been there for me since day one. I've never had a problem with them. But the big thing, the big elephant in the room is that they probably aren't all on the up and up, although they have been treating their clients very well, at least from my experiences. There's stuff brewing behind the scenes that is going to perhaps one day maybe result in the same kind of thing as FTX. I'm not saying they're going to collapse or, I don't know what's going to happen. This is the thing. And, so much evidence just points to that. Changpeng Zhao has been doing his damnedest to stay above water. But, then we get news like this. In the event that customers wish to withdraw US dollar funds from their account, they may do so by converting US dollar funds to stablecoins or other digital assets, which can subsequently be withdrawn, says the email. In early June, the firm suspended dollar deposits, saying the SEC's extremely aggressive and intimidating tactics against the crypto industry has left banking partners reluctant to engage with the sector. So that is the most recent news from Binance US specifically. The other news we recently got coming from Binance is this: Israel freezes 100 Binance accounts over suspected Hamas links. Okay, now we bring in the big guns. Crypto is used for fraud, for crime, for terrorist financing. Okay. More than 100 accounts on the world's largest crypto platform, Binance, have been frozen as a result of Israeli law enforcement since the October 7th attacks by Hamas in a bid to curtail the Palestinian militant group's funding, the Financial Times reported on Tuesday. So this was just reported yesterday. You guys are seeing a pattern here, a theme. Authorities have requested information on an additional 200 crypto accounts, most of which are held on Binance, the report said, citing people familiar with the matter. Since Hamas stormed into Israel 10 days ago, triggering a war and a siege of the Palestinian enclave of Gaza, Israel law enforcement has been working with the public and crypto firms to block fund flows to the group, classified as a terrorist organization by the US, UK, and many other jurisdictions worldwide. Notice how they're focusing on Binance specifically. I mean, it is the largest cryptocurrency exchange on planet Earth, but, we're not getting other headlines like, forcing Coinbase to close accounts or forcing any other crypto exchange for that matter to close accounts. It's just Binance, and I think that this is all planned. Personally, I think it's all planned, but guys, is it really crypto? Obviously, we know it is not. Sentosumo Saba here on Twitter posted this. This is the director of the Token Summit in Liechtenstein, on the 13th of October, 2023. Pablo Coriolo. And get this, get what he says. Not only does he say, JP Morgan understands the value of blockchain. Well, just listen to this.
We are a baby steps industry. We just started in this area. And we've made an impact because many of the big players do understand. JP Morgan does understand the value of blockchain and crypto. They definitely they definitely understand that this is going to be the next step. Imagine this. if today I start talking to you about derivatives and about complex financial instruments, and I tell you that this is how terrorists are financed, and I tell you that there's over $3 trillion of money laundering going through, you would never want to use a bank.
Ah, touche. You would never want to use a bank if he told you that banks were used for money laundering too, which, we all know. Banks have actually been charged for money laundering. I believe there was a big HSBC case a few years ago where, they were laundering money for, I don't remember the details, but they were laundering money for somebody, HSBC, one of the largest banks in the world. And so, it's comical to say that cryptocurrency is being used for terrorist financing. And demonizing them because of it. I mean, it does all work towards their narrative, keeping the prices suppressed. I mean, when we're looking at a 49-cent XRP, when we realize the value is higher and not just XRP, many other cryptocurrencies, guys, this market is going to pump. And, I have a feeling we only have a little bit of time left to accumulate those cryptocurrencies that we are going to trade, whether that's 2024, 25, or maybe even by the end of 23 in this bull market to maximize profits. Opening up my portfolio to you guys so you can see what I'm trading, so we can have fun with it too. I mean, making money is always fun, right? On a positive note, Michael Branch bringing this to our attention, XRP and BTC volumes are up 57 and 93% respectively to a combined $26.9 billion, guys, just in the last 24 hours. So this was noted by CoinMarketCap data here. The increase in trade volume is a product of the recent developments surrounding the broader crypto ecosystem and represents a resurgence of investor interest in these assets. So despite the negative narratives, the hardcore investors, the ones that are thinking out of the box, I guess, are pumping in. $26.9 billion, though, is not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Once we do see the euphoria phase, that's when we're really going to see prices pump. Notably, both assets have held firm above crucial support levels. Of the combined $26+ billion, XRP sees the lower trade volume, totaling about $1.03 billion over the past 24 hours. This figure represents about a 57% increase from the value recorded the previous day per CoinMarketCap data. So XRP not seeing that much. But again, we are still in these early stages of this, and Bitcoin obviously seeing more. Here's some of the other cryptocurrencies that ranked high. XRP, so there's also Tether's USDT, which is a stable coin, obviously Bitcoin. The Luffy coin, LUFFY, Ethereum, USDC, another stable coin, and First Digital USD. So many of the stable coins, but including Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP, and another cryptocurrency called LUFFY, Luffy, are those high flyers in terms of volume and money being poured into these particular crypto assets. So, wanted to thank Michael, but also kind of giving us a sense of where investor interest lies. Of course, there's also the partnerships. Finastra here, they've unveiled a new partnership, a corporate trade finance portal for global reach. So Ripple partner Finastra, a prominent global provider and financial software applications marketplace, is joining forces with LC, I think it is, a leading specialist in e-commerce solutions dedicated to the processing of international trades. I hate when it does that. The collaboration between Finastra and LC offers, or what they're aiming to offer at least, is to consolidate trade finance solutions tailored for corporate clients. So again, it's this amalgamation, this streamlining of the process. Of course, everybody running on DLT technology now realize, okay, this financial system's changing, and so what's the tech that's going to, maximize profits, minimize stress, minimize fees, transaction fees? DLT technology. This partnership is envisioned to alleviate the challenges faced by corporates in accessing multiple banking systems, subsequently reducing operational costs and enhancing overall efficiency. There you go. Finastra is recognized worldwide for its innovative financial software applications and marketplaces. Their expertise lies in creating tools and platforms that cater to the intricate needs of the financial world. And on the other hand, LC stands out as an expert in designing e-commerce solutions, focusing on processing aspects of international trade finance, ensuring seamless transactions in the global trade domain. So these guys working together to get this new project off the ground. Ripple-enabled Finastra and LC, obviously, looking to now expand. When these companies start out smaller, it's, to try to get, that retail and cross-border payment solution up and running using DLT technology, just as an example. And now, fast forward 2023, we're seeing a lot more enterprise grade solutions now being facilitated in these partnerships, really wanting to start with these bigger solutions now for these bigger clients. So this is just the latest here from Ripple partner Finastra and the company Elsie, who they have decided to partner with for this particular operation. So thought that was kind of cool, guys. Matthew, Liny, bringing this to our attention as well. And this just came out October 2023. So this month, harmonized ISO 20022 data requirements for enhancing cross-border payments. Guys, this is the final report here, and you guys can see it here. It's a report to the G20 from the Bank for International Settlements, October 23. And note here, guys, Ripple definitely on the list, along with many other Ripple partners. If I go, he does post the link. It's great that Matt does actually post his sources here. I do post the link down here, and you guys can see. I'm just going to scroll down just to show you guys the list here. I will link this in the description of the video for you, though, if you want to look at it further. BBVA, a Ripple partner. BNP Paribas, a Ripple partner. Deutsche Bank has connections to Ripple as well. Who else do we have here? I believe the Indian Bankers Association, too. Japan Bankers Association, MasterCard, a Ripple partner. Misoho, a Ripple partner. What else do we have here? Payments Canada, a Ripple partner. Ripple, obviously, down in here. Tata Consulting Group, also connected to Ripple. We got Wise, Worldline, and XFin down here, too. So that's an interesting little observation that I'm going to make note of. The thing that he notices here, guys, first of all, when you click on Ripple, it gives you guys just kind of a summary of what they are, what they do in terms of in relation to ISO 20022 specifically. So leveraging ISO 20022 based data structures, Ripple has encountered the challenge of different parties interpreting the standards in different ways. However, we have dedicated significant time to creating a uniform approach to handling, structuring, and using the format across all cross-border participants. Ultimately, this effort benefited the network as a whole. Our responses below reflect the importance of achieving a harmonized cross-border payment ecosystem that enhances efficiency, transparency, and compliance procedures. And then with the implementation down here, ultimately by fostering collaboration and aligning participants around common standards, we can create a more harmonized and efficient global payment ecosystem. We look forward to further discussions and working together towards achieving the vision of ISO 20022 harmonization. So the interoperability, just one piece of this. Of course, Ripple has to work with all these other partners, some of which they're already connected with directly. Why is it significant though, Matt? Does post this, okay? Look at how many countries are involved with this. Registration Management Group members list. The RMG has 43 delegations from the following member entities: Norway, Singapore, South Africa, Sweden, Switzerland, the Netherlands, United Kingdom, the United States, and all these protocols, guys, going to be connected in one way, shape, or form, or at least interoperable with RippleNet. Australia, Austria, Brazil, Canada, of course, China, Denmark, Finland. So basically, the countries from some of the biggest economies. But also in this other column here, guys, all these payment systems are going to be onboarded as well for this particular endeavor. And RippleNet up here, guys, highlighted in this by Matt. So wanted to thank Matt just for, reminding us that this integration is happening. This is October 2023, and the integration is supposed to happen very soon. ISO 20022, let's do it here, posted this, okay? Giving us that target date, 2023, the end of 2023, which, we're there now. By the end of 2023, we could start to see the initial stages of decline for some of the legacy processes that aren't moving on to DLT. So for all those legacy systems that have decided, okay, we're stepping back from this new technological innovation, well, they could go the way of the dinosaur if they decide to step away. The relative costs of DLT adoption will start to come down, while the costs of maintaining legacy processes will go up. So it'll be one of those things where, the new tech will actually be more efficient to use overall. And, so it's a false economy to decide to keep on your old technology if it's a money issue, for example, but they could be left behind. This is what this report is saying. We expect 2023 to be the year crypto gets regulation. So that's another point that they're making here. And guys, with regulation comes the real world adoption. So in conclusion, this is from Bird & Bird, a law firm. 2022 was the year of consultations and laying down the groundwork for regulation. 2023 will move us forward to seeing plans set down to encourage the growth of payments and innovation in the EU, such as the PSD3 and other plans for open finance. In addition, regulators, in particular the UK, are conscious of falling behind the curve of new emerging services like stablecoins. So adoption, guys, right around the corner by the end of 2023. This is what this document is stating here. Also, let's not forget another great tweet here from ISO 20022. Let's do it. From this month. Okay, so this is all current stuff. October 2023 Financial Stability Board report states this. This year, the global regulatory framework for crypto assets were finalized. Plus, now it's time for global implementation of the recommendations. Okay, this is the 2023 FSB, the Financial Stability Board annual report. This just came out last week, guys. And here is what they are saying. A key FSB priority this year has been the finalization, so not working on, the finalization of a global regulatory framework for crypto assets, including stablecoins based on the principle of same activity, same risk, same regulation. The focus now is on the global implementation of these new recommendations. So, global implementation, we know that go live date is supposed to be sometime in November. They're saying here by the end of 2023, we could see the legacy systems in decline. Is that because the new DLT platforms are going to be taking over real world utility for some of the cryptocurrencies involved, guys? The BIS has already stated that Ripple is definitely going to be integrated. I mean, we've been talking about this for years. So maybe the beginning, the first inclination of utility, guys, coincide this with a bull run. And who knows how high some of these other cryptos will go. That's just my opinion, though. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.